Structure and pattern. Another aspect of choreography is the structure and pattern of the program and the distribution of the technical elements into a logical and pleasing pattern. Jumps should be placed in different areas of the ice. And preparations and entries for those elements should be varied for interest. The skater should make use of both clockwise and counterclockwise movement, while varying circular or rotational movement and linear or straight line movement. Technical elements should be incorporated in the movements, becoming a part of movements themselves. There shouldn't be any interruption or long preparations before the element, or between movements and elements. Next, we will watch an example of two skaters during the first minute and a half of their free program. Remember, we are looking for structure and pattern only. So in this case, what they do is not as important as where they do it and how they get there. Taking the first 1.5 minutes of their program, they performed the following. Technical elements. The lady did 4 and the man 5. Twizzles. The lady did 1 and the man 1. 3 turns. The lady did 6 and the man 8, not including the element entries. Rockers. The lady did 4 and the man none. Mohawks. The lady did 4 and the man 2, not including element entries. Deep edges. The lady did 11 and the man 4. Upper body movements. The lady did 15 and the man did 5. We now look at the pattern and ice coverage of the two skaters. The lady covers the full ice surface from her starting position to the first element. Then uses a large circle to prepare for her second jump. This is followed by a full rink transition to start her spiral sequence. And finally, ending with a series of steps into another jump. The man starts at mid-ice and covers from end to end for his first jump. Then continues around the end and skating the full length of the ice to prepare for his second jump. He quickly moves into a spin, then moves on to another jump, and then again quickly into another spin. In this comparison of patterns, it appears the man skates in more straight lines, while the lady skates more on curves. Although both have fair ice coverage from end to end, it appears the lady has better ice coverage from side to side. While considering ice coverage, it is important to keep in mind both end-to-end and side-to-side coverage. Body design and dimension. The body becomes the tool that creates design and dimension in space. Generally speaking, skaters begin their development performing inside their safety zone, an area which surrounds the body when standing straight. There is little or no movement from the core of the body. As a skater progresses and gains more confidence, they extend their reach. The design or movement covers more space and develops an aesthetic and pleasing appearance. Now, let's look at the beginning of two different programs and watch the range of motion. Look for the amount of space used with each movement. We see the first skater in an upright standing position, where the shoulders and hips are in line with the knees, ankles, and feet. She lowers her straight body line into the mid-level, but there is no reach outside the straight line of the body core. She is still in the upright position with her arms and free leg only slightly extended away from her main body core. Again, only slightly extended arms and free leg, no main body core deviation. In this last frame, she has bent her knees and lowered slightly into the mid-space area. You see her positions during this portion of her program were skated in the basic upright position, with no reach of the body core into surrounding space. There was some reach of free leg and arms, but this is to be considered normal for any skater. This skater is already in the low space with the body core stretched while beginning his program. Now the body core is stretched away from the basic upright position and countered by the free leg extension. The body core is now lowered into the mid-space and again extended away from the basic upright position. The skater has lowered into the mid-space with the upper body reaching off-center from the basic upright position. The body core is now in the mid to low space with the upper body off-center again. Here, the skater is in the low space and crouching, far from the basic upright position. Comparing all the positions, it is clear this skater has covered more space with his choreography. Covering more space is physically more demanding, and if effectively used with the style and character of the music, should add to the value of the choreography score. In comparing the space used by the two skaters, it is clear that the man has reached out of the basic upright position using more personal space. This adds to the interest of the program, in addition to being more physically demanding. It is the logical building of movement that produces the unity of a program. If presentation of a theme is achieved, there will be unity. Unity means that every part and every section of the program is necessary to the program as a whole. The program is a presentation of an idea through movements. There must be a unifying thread, a reason for each movement, position, and element. Originality is achieved if the movement design is unique in itself and meaningful to the composition.